set a profit goal, and actually hit that profit goal so that by the end of this video, you'll have a simple foundation to finally take action instead of being too confused, losing money on BS meme coins, so you can become a legitimate crypto investor and hopefully make the future you proud. So let us first get into some crypto basics so we can set the foundation. All right, so what is crypto? Crypto is basically an online borderless digital money system that functions outside of central entities. So effectively an open, transparent, secure way to be able to have a programmable money database to be able to interact with each other. So say a buyer wants to initiate a transaction. Okay, that transaction gets sent into a cryptographic hashing process. Okay, and this information is going to get distributed into databases where there's usually a group of computers trying to solve mathematical equations and cross-check that transaction with the other computers in the network. They're paid in the form of fees for facilitating the security and the communication of the network. And then that database then allows the seller to be able to receive the transaction. And there's all different uses for cryptocurrency, but I've boiled it down to the three most sort of simple to understand, I guess, general buckets that they would fall into. Okay, so the first is going to be something called store of value. So basically a hedge against inflation and currency debasement from a centralized entity. An example probably we're most familiar with is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the definition of a store of value cryptocurrency. All right, the next would fall under the category of decentralized finance. Now this is a relatively wide bucket, but picture this being a transparent, programmable way to do financial transactions, to be able to automate things, set conditions. We'll get a little bit more into the details of that in a second, but big examples that are widely known are Ethereum and Solana. Okay, then we also have stablecoins. Now, stablecoins, for example, Tether or Circle or USDT, USDC, are basically pegged to the value of the fiat traditional currency. So Tether is going to mirror the exact value one-to-one of the dollar, which is going to allow you to put dollar equivalents onto the blockchain and be able to interact with these other cryptocurrencies relative to the value of the dollar. And that is the function of a stablecoin. And there's all different real world use cases for blockchain. We can see cybersecurity, cloud storage is a big one, improving the efficiency of insurance claims, intellectual property, healthcare, voting, privacy and ID, global payments and currency. There's infinite amounts of use cases that we're starting to see become very apparent to take the clunky system that we have currently and potentially be able to program this and clean up its efficiency. Okay, so as far as the open-endedness of the opportunity of, especially in the DeFi space, as far as real world application is massive.